Good afternoon, dear Toastmasters and fellow guests. I think guests are not there. So, good afternoon, each and everyone. Thank you so much for joining uh, for our meeting. I'm delighted to welcome you all for our exciting and entertaining meeting number 251, meeting of Dynamic Leaders Forum, Area 3, Division H, and District 120. I am Savita Venkatesh, Surgeon at Arms for today's meeting. Toastmasters International is a non-profit educational organization that teaches public speaking and leadership skills through a worldwide network of clubs. It has more than 16,200 clubs in 145 countries. The mission of a Toastmaster club is to provide a mutually supportive and positive learning environment in which every member has the opportunity to develop communication and leadership skills, which in turn foster self-confidence and personal growth. Let me share the ground rules of today's meeting. Please remain on mute until asked to speak. Kindly refrain from speaking about sex, politics, and religion during the entire session of the meeting. It would be great if you appreciate the speakers by showing thumbs up or claps by clicking the reaction button. Please note, we would be recording this session for the self improvement and educational purpose, and it will be added in the YouTube channel. Let me hand over this session to our presiding officer. Our presiding officer is Toastmaster Anand today. So over to you, presiding officer Toastmaster Anand.
Thank you very much, Surgeon at Arms, Toastmaster Savita, for setting the context for this today's meeting. Toastmasters, fellow Toastmasters, and dear guests, I'm opening the 251 meeting of this Dynamic Leaders Forum Toastmasters Club. Yes. I'm going to discuss about a skill. Right. So the three things needed for for our upgradation. One is knowledge. The second thing is a skill. The utmost important thing is that attitude. These three things are highly important. Apart from in this, the most important skill. Suppose if you are a leader, you want to influence your team members to do the work properly. For that, what is the utmost important skill needed is that rapport building skill. The rapport building skill is one of the important skill. It fosters the connection, human connection, so that you can authoritatively, you can give more command, so that the subordinate also do the work accordingly. Can anyone can tell me how you develop your rapport with anyone, with the relatives or your own family members or in the work situation? What are the ways to develop a rapport?
First would be to smile.
Absolutely. Yes, both are right. One is empathy. The empathy is the highest form of the emotional intelligence. We can't do right standing in the other person's shoes and sensing the problem. So in such a way, we can develop a rapport, empathy. And second thing, what ma'am has told is that smile. Right. If you smile the person, instantly you can connect a connection. The smile has got that much of positive vibe. Right. Suppose if you are going to a party, right, and you are sitting, and Coca-Cola is served, and dance is going on. By seeing a dance, suddenly your body also jerks. That is because of the environmental influence. Similarly, if you smile, then positively we are setting a tone for getting a rapport. Absolutely. That both are correct. So any other way of building a rapport with the other person?
I think greeting them.
Absolutely, ma'am. Yes, wishing, greeting, good morning, good afternoon, with a long smile, wide smile, having a good eye contact with the other person. Having a eye contact, that indicates that you are very genuine, honesty person, trustworthy person. So have a eye contact with the other person, smile, right, greet, and with a firm handshake. So apart from that, any other thing?
When you hit on the target, yes, ma'am.
Yeah, please go ahead, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Please go ahead. Please go ahead. Yeah.
No, ma'am, you proceed. Yeah.
And I was just saying, usually if it is a new country and all, if you're visiting a new country and you're meeting new people, you get some gifts for them. Maybe some Indian sweets or something like that. So we can build rapport. Even if it is, if you're visiting some relatives also, generally we get them some fruits or sweets or some snacks. It's like a kind of
Yes, absolutely, ma'am. You are right. Right. So you can give some fruits or any snacks for the person who likes. I like non-veg. So if I go, somebody gives non-veg, instantly I develop a rapport. Right. Similarly, yes. And also genuine appreciating the people. Suppose somebody in my home, my wife has cooked biryani. If I appreciate genuinely, wow, what an amazing taste. Immediately I can develop a rapport. This is one of the best way to rapport. So time up. So this right. Let us apply the skill, the rapport building skills in a daily situation to get more rapport, to accomplish our task, to get a better outcome. Right. So today the captain of the ship is our Toastmaster Savita. Right. So what I admire about her is that her leadership quality, her assertiveness, the way she speaks with more authenticity. That is a thing I always like her a lot. All right. And second, she is originally from Bangalore. She is very much interested towards Toastmastering. Please put your hands together to welcome Toastmaster Savita, today's Toastmaster of the day. I am handing the floor to the Toastmaster of the day, Toastmaster Savita. Over to you.
Thank you so much, Presiding Officer Toastmaster Anand, for that wonderful and warm introduction. And once again, good afternoon, fellow Toastmasters. It's so delighted to see you all on Sunday afternoon. As Anand said, after having biryani or whatever special cuisine you at home, whatever you have prepared. So it's wonderful to see you all. So, what is the topic today? Staying rooted. So, have you heard about this metaphor before? Anyone?
which one, Savita?
So stay rooted, staying rooted. It's a
Yeah,
metaphor that is used. So have you any
Yeah.
time heard about this particular
Yes.
metaphor?
Yeah.
Yes. Can
Fame,
you?
like
Yeah.
fame. Some people do not stay rooted once they get power, fame, or some position, or even money. But actually, we should be like Abdul Kalam, Dr. Kalam.
Yeah.
Irrespective of the fame and other accomplishments, he always stayed, I mean, till the very end, he stayed rooted.
Yes, exactly. So that actually Mr. Abdul Kalam is one of the best examples where I have seen even in the videos or wherever you see him speaking, he speaks in a same way, irrespective whether you are a child or you are a grown up person or you are an elder person. The stance in which he speaks, it's the same. So that is an amazing quality everyone should have. Or if we, I think most of us are actually learning to build that particular quality, but everyone should try to do that. And apart from that, anyone would like to add? Thank you so much, Manju ma'am, for adding that. That was part of the example which I wanted to give. You stole that show, actually. So, anyone would like to add some more on staying rooted? Have you ever used staying rooted word? Or have you ever read anywhere that staying rooted is a no? I think Manju ma'am. Ranga sir, you wanted to add something?
Yeah, actually, even I know many people who work abroad and come back after a few years, and they put on a lot of air. And they try to speak in a different dialect or a different. I mean, it is not their natural way. We have seen them speak. But if you go abroad and come back, there is no need for you to change the way you speak. you can still stay rooted once you come back to India on a holiday or when you come back permanently. One of the things I realized was when you go abroad and you spend time with foreigners, especially the East European countries, UK or US, if they are able to understand what you say, that is more than enough. You don't have to change the way you speak. That's one of the things I've noticed. I thought I'd just share it with you.
That's wonderful, Ranga sir. Yes, I do understand that. I have lived in US for 2 years. So it's my personal experience, like the way we speak, they don't understand sometimes. So sometimes what happens, we need to change our delight so that they understand, because we are living there. We should gel with them. And we need to change little, but not to show that change to our friends and families who are back in India. So I completely understand that.
Actually,
Completely.
English we can understand because sometimes, if you're there for 10 years, automatically your accent would have switched to that US
Yeah.
accent. But what I find it difficult to digest is when they say they can no longer follow Tamil or Malayalam or Kannada.
That
Like they were
is,
born and brought up here, but they say now I don't understand what you're saying. That seems really unbelievable.
Phosphorus.
yeah, that
Phosphorus.
feels so ridiculous. Sorry to use this
Yes.
word. That feels so ridiculous actually. The same water what we had from the childhood becomes very unhygienic when you travel from abroad to here. I mean, just that is what I've seen, but I'm not like that. Okay. So, having said that, so what is staying rooted? Staying rooted is an idea of being grounded, okay, and being stable, connected to the values and principles through which we have grown up. So we might change our behavior little, but don't leave your values and principles just because you moved out of your zone. So that is what the staying rooted is all about. So last week we spoke about flying high, and the opposite is staying rooted. So we should always stay rooted in order to move further. So we will learn about it a lot, and I have few small kutti stories which we can share, and even you please be prepared to share if you know anyone who is really very humble, down to earth, and who has impacted your life. So stay tuned. So moving on. So today's session, for the benefit of the guest and the fellow Toastmasters, we have 3 segments. The first segment is the prepared speech section, where members of our team, also members of Toastmasters, can come and present their speech based on their respective pathways. Second segment is the table topic section, where you are supposed to talk about any random topic which our table topic master Uma Maheshwari would provide, so that we'll see how well your talking skills are, impromptu skills are. And the third section is the evaluation section, where we will be evaluating the overall proceedings of the meeting. So in order to evaluate further, I would like to call upon our our president, Toastmaster Anand, as general evaluator today, to introduce his team and also take through what are expected from the Taggle team. Thank you so much. Over to you, Toastmaster Anand.
Thank you very much, Toastmaster of the Day, Toastmaster Savita. I'm Toastmaster Anand. I'm playing the role of General Evaluator for today's meeting. My responsibility for this meeting is have 3 rules. The first thing is that I will introduce the speech evaluators before giving the evaluation. Second, I will call upon the tag team for the respective report. And third, I will give the overall general evaluation about the today's meeting. This is about my role. Myself, I can't do the role more effectively. I have a team, that is a Taggle team. So we have timer, accounter, a grammarian, and idiom master for today's meeting. So first, let me call upon our timer. Today, Toastmaster Sai Krishna is playing the role of a timer. is a professional, is practicing as a chartered accountant. So please put your hands together to welcome Timer Sai Kumar. I request you please elaborate about the role and responsibility as a timer for today's meeting. Over to you.
Thank you, GE. Good afternoon, everyone. Good afternoon, fellow Toastmasters and dear guests. So, as a timer, I'll be noting down the time taken by each speaker on the stage. Since time is essence in everything, so I'll be signaling the speakers through change in my background. So I will just change my background so that it will signal the speakers. Just a minute. Say, for example, for prepared speeches, the time allowed is 5 to 6 minutes. I'll be signaling them with change in my background like green at the end of 5 minutes. I'll be signaling them with amber at the end of 5 minutes and 30 seconds, and I'll be signaling them with red at the end of 6 minutes. So I'll be raising my hands and signaling them. So at the end of the report, when called upon by GE, I'll be presenting my report. Thank you. Over to you, GE.
Thank you very much, Timer Saikmar, for explaining your role and responsibilities. So, as a general evaluator, I've taken my additional responsibility as an accountant for today's meeting. So, as an accountant, my purpose of the accountant is to note any overused words or filler sounds used as a crunch by anyone who speaks during this meeting. The words may be inappropriate interjunction such as and, well, but, so, and, sounds may be as an counter at the end of the meeting, I will submit my report when I called upon. So now let me move on to the next person. So today, Toastmaster Unikrishnan, she is playing the role of grammarian and idiom master. Toastmaster Unikrishnan just is a translator. His hobbies are reading, writing, as well as watching movies. So I request Toastmaster Krishnan, please explain your role and responsibilities for today's meeting. Over to you.
Thank you, General Elevator. Good afternoon, fellow Toastmasters and guests. Today, I'm playing the role of grammarian as well as the idiom master. As the grammarian today, my role is to record all the good usage of English, the good phrases, the good words, etc., that are used by the speakers, and also the not so good usages and the areas where we can have improvement. It is my responsibility to introduce the word of the day, which is entrench, which means to firmly establish something, especially an idea or a problem, so that it cannot be changed. An example of this word's usage in a sentence would be Rahul's father entrenched in his mind the belief that hard work pays off. So, would any one of you like to try this word in a sentence now?
During World War II, the British Army entrenched itself in the front lines of the German border.
Okay, that is a good usage. Yes, during the World War, things like that happen. So that's a good usage by Ranga sir. And today I'll be playing the role of the idiom master also. So as the idiom master, it is my duty to introduce the idiom of the day, which is solid as a rock, which means to be very strong. An example of this idiom in a sentence would be, I always thought their marriage was solid as a rock. So would anyone of you like to try this idiom now?
I think I always thought A.R. Rahman's marriage is as solid as a rock. But then I was shocked when the recent news came that he was getting divorced from his wife.
Okay. I think many of us must have got the same. So by the end of the meeting, I'll be coming back with the report. I encourage all of you to use the idiom of the day as well as the word of the day while talking. And I'll see you all at the end of the meeting. I've given the word of the day as well as the idiom of the day in the chat window. So see you all at the end of the meeting. Thank you, and over to you, General Evaluator.
Thank you very much, Grammarian Idiom Master, Toastmaster Unnikrishnan, for elaborating your responsibilities for today's meeting. Today's theme is a deep rooted. I'm very much interested to learn more. Last time it's a fly high. It is contradictory, deep rooted. So very interesting. So in this note, I'm handing over the floor to Toastmaster of the day, Toastmaster Savita. You are muted. Muted.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Anand, for introducing the Taggle team. So let me just pitch on today's topic again, stay rooted. So why do you think stay rooted is important or beneficial? Because it helps us to connect to the reality. Okay, so when you're stay rooted, you actually know what is happening in and around you. You try to save yourself from lot of hassles, is what I feel. Apart from that, it helps us to connect. It helps us for the emotional balance. So it really creates an emotional balance within ourselves, which will help us to learn more physically, mentally, as well as calmness and composure is something that we look forward to if we are stay rooted. Humility and modesty and prioritizing what matters. That is what the staying rooted is all about. So, having said that, let's go to our first section of our Dynamic Leaders Forum Club. So, it's prepared speech. So, can I ask Toastmaster Ranga to provide the purpose of the speech so that we can introduce the speaker?
Thank you, Toastmaster Savita. Distinguished Toastmaster Manju Manohar is giving a level 1 project for me in strategic relationships. This is the first speech. The purpose of the speech is for the member to present a speech and receive feedback from the evaluator. Back to you, Toastmaster Savita.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Ranga, for introducing, providing the purpose of the speech for Manju K. Manohar, distinguished Toastmaster Manju K. Manohar. So, what to say about Manju ma'am? So, she's always, I feel she's always there for us. She's mentor of our club. She's an amazing person. She has helped many authors and has been helping many authors. And one author is already here, Unnikrishnan. So we always look up to her and we always want to follow her guidance as always. So over to you, Manju K. Manohar, distinguished Toastmaster Manju K. Manohar. So the title of the speech is Search for Serenity. Distinguished Toastmaster Manju K. Manohar, Search for Serenity. Over to you. Thank you.
Greetings of the day, one and all. Have you ever been by a peaceful lake with cool breeze blowing and your hair would be waving in the breeze? Have you ever felt infinite peace invade your heart, mind, and every single pore of your body? That moment, you would say, I have discovered serenity. But then, the very next moment, you hear the sound of a vendor, and then the peace is broken. Or maybe it's the sound of a bird, and the peace is shattered. Or probably, most likely, 99% likely, it would be the ringing of a phone from a person standing near to you. And the peace is completely shattered. The moment of serenity vanishes. So we in the modern era are in an endless pursuit of the elusive word called serenity. What do you mean by serenity? Now, let me hear from Savita or maybe from Ranga sir. What gives you serenity? Any one word, only one word allowed. Perhaps it could be listening to music or maybe visiting some religious place or maybe just reading books. What's your one word?
For me, if a child is smiling wholeheartedly, I feel
Good.
blessed. So
Yeah, Toastmaster Ranga or Toastmaster Uma. Toastmaster Uma, it might be writing, I have a feeling, but she can reveal the truth.
Actually, a cup of coffee, ma'am. A cup of coffee in my own garden without any disturbance.
Awesome. Awesome. Even actually, I am having a cup of coffee because I was also in the search for serenity just before this. Sometimes I feel in order to get perfect serenity, we need to be alone. You need silence, solitude to discover serenity. How many of you feel that way? You feel like rushing from this mad city, the metro, the traffic jam, and you want to be in the lap of Mother Nature with only the sounds of the nature, as in maybe the insects buzzing, or not even that, just pin drop silence, but green nature all around you. Maybe the gushing sound of a waterfall, which could be soothing. People say, even in the Zen meditation, they say, listen to the water flowing, that actually calms your mind. How many of you have resorted to that sometimes, just to listen to some apps where water flowing sound? Even I do that. Yes. So the serenity has become a very elusive pursuit because modern day, we have so many gadgets. We have electricity. It's a blessing, but it's also that light never goes off. You also need dark moments in our life. I don't say the metaphorical dark, but we need lights to be off. We need total darkness, total silence in order to rejuvenate our own souls and rediscover serenity. But there I saw a lady. No, it's not Mother Teresa. It's not Mata Amritanandamayi or any such person. It is my own mother. This lady, she will find serenity in the midst of a joint family with lot of cousins speaking and relatives buzzing around her. She finds her own peace and calm while cooking or maybe even correcting the answer sheets because she was a teacher and later a principal. So she had her own methods to switch to her own world of serenity. So when I asked her, she said, it's simple. Be like the lotus flower. In fact, I was reminded of the Tirukural, which says, Vellattaneidu malar neetam, mandardam ullattaneidu uyarvu. Because my mom always says, be like the lotus. When the dirty water surrounds you, you still bloom and you should always be on top of that surface. But it's easy for her to say. For me, when the water level rises, I am drowning. My petals are getting submerged in water. How many of you are like me? It's not easy for me to come out of that. How many of you find it difficult? It's like a struggle to stay calm, stay serene, stay peaceful, right? We have to battle. But for veterans like my mom, then I ask her, what do you do? She says, simple, one line, I forget and forgive. That is also easy to say, not easy to implement. So then I discovered that I need to make my own formula because F and F, easy to say, forget and forgive. Those of us who are not able to, those who are getting submerged in the stresses of the modern day, we need to find our own easy solution. And that's where I found a 3-point formula, which is something which I would say I've discovered from reading books, listening to others, and also experimenting in my own life. So it's that 3-point formula I'll just now present on the screen with your permission. It's a simple one. A, S, and P. Of course, there is a P square, okay? So the first A, are you able to see my screen? First A is accept. So accept what you cannot change. If you cannot change something, accept it. Maybe your friend is like that. You cannot change him or her, but they have been your friends. Or maybe it's your brother, maybe it's your spouse or child. They are like that. Accept that. It's not within your control. And also accept, see, my hair is curly. I can, of course, straighten it. But this life, I'm blessed with curly hair. Let me accept that I have curly hair. And it's not going to be like that swishy, wavy hair which you see in ads. When the fan runs, the hair will be blowing in the wind. Never happens to a person with a curly hair. It will be a mess. We look like crazy, crazy people when the breeze starts blowing. But for the other people who are blessed with perfect hair, yeah, that looks radiant. They look angelic. And we look demonic. We have just jumped out of a mental hospital. So accept what you cannot change. So that was the thing. For example, there is a relationship which has died. I actually put this as a metaphor. If there is a relationship which has died, accept that. You may have to accept the end of a friendship or a relationship. Move on. You can only change yourself. You cannot change others. The second thing I learned is S. That is simplify and say no. Really think whom you want in your life. Are they really that important? If they are not so important, don't give too much time or attention to them. Best way is to say, I'm busy in a Toastmaster meeting. Sorry, I can't come for that even. I'm having a Toastmasters meeting. Because you are a Toastmaster, they actually kind of believe. And you don't have to tell a lie, because there would be a Toastmaster meeting happening somewhere in the world. So simplify and say no to people who may be toxic to you. Minimize contact with such people. Keep only good people who are good to you. See, remember again, iron, when kept in water, what happens? It rusts. It is very strong. Water is actually very harmless object. For gold, it will not rust. For iron, it will rust. So what may not be toxic to others may be still toxic to you. And the last one is find your purpose and live in the present. So for example, right now what we are doing, we found our purpose for Sunday afternoon. Attend the Toastmasters meeting. So let's enjoy the meeting, put reaction buttons, encourage each other, appreciate each other. So A, S, and P. With this simple formula, I found a bit of serenity. Whenever I lose it, I always go back to the meditation music of waterfall. So back to you, the Toastmaster of the day, Toastmaster Savita. Thank you.
Sorry about that. I was on mute. When you spoke about your curly hair, I was thinking about my curly hair too. So thank you so much. Overall, so let's move on to the second speaker. So can I request Toastmaster Uma to come and introduce our second speaker as well as provide the purpose of the speech, please.
Thank you, Toastmaster Savita. So good afternoon, fellow Toastmasters and guests. Today, Toastmaster Ruby is attempting a project called Understanding Your Leadership Style. And the purpose of the project is for her to identify her primary leadership style or styles. And also the purpose of the speech is for Toastmaster Ruby to share some aspect of her primary leadership style or discuss leadership styles in general. Timer, please note the time duration is 5 to 7 minutes. And I wish Toastmaster Ruby all the very best. Over to the Toastmaster office.
Thank you, Toastmaster Huma, for that providing the gist of the speech. So, Toastmaster Ruby is a student. Right now, she is pursuing her studies. Apart from that, she is very been active in a lot of activities, I should say. She is part of our Dynamic Leaders XCOM team, as well as she is part of a lot of organizing events in the college. So, I think she is a versatile person in our group. Over to you, Toastmaster Ruby. Let me just give a sorry about that. Inspiring leader, Toastmaster Ruby. Toastmaster Ruby, inspiring leader. Over to you, Toastmaster Ruby.
What, according to you all, is inspiration? What is inspiration? Can someone answer? Okay, fine. Keep pondering. Let me discuss my way of inspiration in 3 ways. The first, inspiration is something when someone does something related to your likeliness, you are inspired by them. The second thing, the before and after or the growth of a person inspires you. Number 3, inspiration is something you learn from others' behavior. That is, if you see someone going wrong and you correct them, the other person who sees this as inspired by you. Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening, fellow Toastmasters and guests. We saw about 3 ways of inspiration. Let me explain all these 3 in depth. The first way, when someone does something related to your likeliness, you are inspired by them. Leadership is not just a vision, it's about execution, which was said by Ratan Tata, is my first way of inspired. Even though he had many money, even though his position was great in this world, he decided to make ways to help the poor. Tata Trust, Tata Education, Tata Healthcare, Tata Medical. In all the fields, he made a way for himself. He made a growth for himself. He donated 500 crores during COVID-19. With him as an inspiration, I developed my social works. I couldn't donate 500 crores, but I was in a position to donate 50 rupees, 500 rupees for out there in person who have nothing. This is the first way. Let me discuss the second way. The before and after of some person or the growth of some person. Leadership is not just about titles, presentations, or flowcharts. It's about one's life influencing another over here. In that way, my leadership mentor, Toastmaster Satya Gila, who shaped me in a way to step on any stage with confidence and hold a mic and speak for more than many minutes. And my communication mentor, distinguished Toastmaster Manju K. Manohar, when I was afraid to step out of my comfort zone and deliver my icebreaker speech, she pushed me, and that way she influenced me. And here I'm delivering my L2P2 speech over here. This is the influencing way of inspiring others. The third way, a leader is someone who corrects you when you're wrong. Let me share an example for this also. You all know that alcohol is injurious to health. I saw people getting addicted to alcohol in these teenagers. I couldn't correct everyone out there, but I could take measure to correct 2 people in my life. Out of alcohol, totally wrong. You know that alcohol is injurious to health. Without hesitation, me stepping out and changing them inspired many of my friends, and they started correcting many of their friends. My dear friends, in all these 3 ways of inspiration, a leader is someone who is inspired by others. In the same way, in all these 3 ways, the first way, the second way, and the third way, all these leaders inspired me and shaped me as a leader over here. Leadership style of mine is nothing but doing social works, influencing others, and changing someone who has gone astray in a wrong path. Many people out here has an individual leadership style for you all. Everyone would have shaped, someone would have shaped you, or someone would have would have inspired you or someone would have influenced you to make you in the position who you are now. Keep pondering, thanking them, and make ways be an inspiration to others. How about you, Toastmaster of the Day?
Well said, Toastmaster Ruby. Yes, we all look for inspiration, and we have a lot of people in our club to get inspired to as well. So thank you so much. So let's move on to the today's theme. As I said, we'll be talking about a Kuti story. Before we talk about Kuti story, let me just give one activity for you all. If I say Simon says right, you should lift your right hand. If I say Simon says left, you should lift your left hand. Okay. If I say just right, no lifting hands. If I just say left, no lifting hands. Okay. So if I say Simon's right, all your right hands up. Simon says left. Right. Simon says left. Simon says left. Right. Right means no lifting hands. Okay. I think we are
I
all
think
there.
I'm out. I'm out. I made a mistake here.
It's okay, ma'am. It's just to make sure that after two wonderful speeches, we are all together once again. So, just an activity. Okay, let's start with a Kuti story. So, when I was just reading this story, that's when I felt I should definitely talk about this story. I'm not a very good storyteller, but I try to do my level best. So, I'm actually improving on that. So, once upon a time, as you know, Lord Krishna and Arjuna, they are the counterparts. So, Arjuna asked a question to Lord Krishna. What do you mean by a successful life? So, Krishna was like, okay, let me show you something. Let's fly a kite. So, they were flying a kite, and the thread rope was with Arjuna, and the kite went way too high because it was windy and a lot of nice weather, so it just way too high. And Arjuna was thinking, I think if I cut this thread, it will fly even more higher. So what did Krishna say? Krishna said, yeah, go ahead. So what would have happened eventually? What did happen if you cut the thread from the kite?
Right will go randomly.
Yes. Yeah. The kite will wander. So it will go up to certain height and then it will wander, shakes up and comes down. Right? So that's when Lord Krishna said, this is life. So the life is all about reaching the heights. But when you're reaching the heights, the thread what you're holding are the values, principles, your relationships, friends, which you need to always keep on holding it. If you just leave it, you might go a little bit higher, but you might fall down eventually. So that is all about staying rooted and grounded is nothing but knowing from where you have come, even though you're reaching your heights, don't leave whatever is left behind. Hold on to it little and learn new things and move on. So I hope you like this story. I have another story coming up. So now I'll pass on the mic to Toastmaster Huma for a TT session. I'm very excited. She always comes up with innovative ideas. So Toastmaster Uma is an author. She has two daughters, and we all know that she's pretty busy with a lot of things, but she always makes sure that she's there for the Dynamic Leaders Forum, and any help we need, she's always there for us. So over to you, TTM Master, Toastmaster Uma.
Thank you, Toastmaster Savita. Your introduction literally made my day. Thank you for that. So, good afternoon, fellow Toastmasters and guests. since the theme of the meeting is staying rooted, I was just Googling what I can get it on staying rooted, and I was literally amazed on this topic. And I got some simple tips on how we can stay rooted. So I charted down all those pointers. So I thought, okay, why don't we take it as the table topics, individual topics, so each and everyone can share their thoughts on that. So I have some couple of topics over here. So does anyone want to volunteer, or can I pick up myself? The villain in me is laughing. Yeah, pick up. But I just want to give a chance to you guys. So who wants to take up the first chance?
We can kind of volunteer our mentees, right? So I would like to
Yes, ma'am,
propose
of course.
Toastmaster Unni's name, because today he is not a speaker or an evaluator.
Okay.
Awesome. Great. So Toastmaster Uni, my topic for you is one of the important point in staying rooted, tip for staying rooted is self-reflection, meaning looking inside to know yourself. Self-reflection, looking inside to know about yourself. What is your thought about this?
Okay, thank you, Table Topics Master, for that topic. Good afternoon, fellow Toastmasters and guests. So, in order to stay rooted, I think looking inside ourselves is very much important, because sometimes we are so entrenched in our work that we forget what we are, if we are on the right path, or if we are doing it in the right way. So sometimes we need to stop ourselves and look into ourselves, what our values are, or what our mode of operation is. Are we on the path that leads to the results? Are we on the path that is not hurting someone else? So looking into ourselves is much needed. It's not a waste of time. I don't think it's a waste of time. We need to take some time away from our busy schedule and look into ourselves to see if we are doing things the right way, or if we are doing things that is according to our values, or according to the that's not hurting anyone. So I think it's very much important to look into ourselves while we go on our life's journey. Thank you, and over to you, Table Topics Master.
Thank you, Toastmaster Uni. When you're saying this, I suddenly remembered what my grandmother said to you when I was a small child. So whenever we do mistakes, we always pinpoint to others. So she says that when you're pointing your hands like this, when you're pointing one finger at others, three more fingers are pointing at you back. So first reflect on yourself. What have you done to have this impact, and then point on others. What you said is very true. Beautiful thoughts. Thank you for that. So who wants to go next? Or can I take the pain of calling Toastmaster Ranga to take up the next topic?
Sure, go ahead, please.
Yeah, thank you, Toastmaster Ranga. So my quote for you is, establishing a routine work to create a stability in your life is also an important thing to stay rooted. Establishing a routine to create a stability in our life. What is your thoughts on it?
In this moment in my life, thank you for this wonderful topic, first of all. And at this point in my life, I feel that having a routine has definitely helped me, because as long as I was living in Chennai and elsewhere, I never had a particular routine. The only routine was to get up in the morning and yeah, eat my breakfast and go to work and come back. Evenings were generally free, and I'll just take it as it comes. But having moved to Srirangam, one of the things that I realize is, as distinguished Toastmaster Vanchu was saying, there is a peace, there is a calmness. When I wake up in the morning, the moment I open my balcony door, I'm able to see the Rajgopuram of Sri Ranganatha Swami temple. And I begin my day with that. Around 6:30 in the morning, I go out for my walk. And it is around the Pragaram, around 5,000 steps. I do it very diligently and religiously, so to say, in force. But it has given me a lot of stability. There is no doubt about it, because I look forward to going out for a walk now. Just not for the mere sake of keeping myself fit or anything, but it has given me a sense of purpose. To do this regularly, I have written that routine. And once I come back, I feel calm, I feel refreshed. That is the most important thing. It is, I don't rush into it, I don't run or anything. In fact, there are many days when I don't even break into a sweat. But I like the fact that I'm doing this in a routine manner. And it has brought me a lot of satisfaction and some serenity in my life. Thank you for this topic. Back to you.
Thank you, Toastmaster Ranga. Yeah, 5,000 steps. Wow. I got stuck for a second when you mentioned that. I think you are, I personally think you're living a great life. Thank God for that. Thank you for your wonderful thoughts. So can I call guest Vignesh next for the next topic?
Yes, ma'am.
You. So Vignesh, my point to you is spending
Tell me.
time in nature to connecting with earth is one important point to stay rooted. Spending time in nature to connect with the earth. What is your thoughts on it?
Yes, actually, I want to go for walking daily. So this is my daily routine. So if I go to some places like the place full of trees, I feel really, really energized, and that made me happy the whole day. So, and also I have researched about that. The research says that if you go for walking in nature related places, you will get lot of ideas. Like maybe you want to solve some problems in your life, so the idea will not come to you while you are working. But if you go for walking, so the idea suddenly pops in your mind. So lot of the scientists are doing this thing. So over to you, Toastmaster. Thank you.
Yeah, wonderful, wonderful, Vignesh. So why don't you introduce yourself to us along with your pointers?
I am Vignesh. I am from Ramanathapuram. I want to become a speaker. This is my passion. So actually, I am doing business. So only I am coming to our club.
Awesome,
to improve my
Vignesh.
company.
Wonderful.
Thank you.
Thanks for joining. Hope you will be
Bye,
joining
ma'am.
with us in future. Yeah, thank you. So, can I request guest Sabita to take up the next topic? Guest Sabita, can you able to talk? Yes.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So, Sabita, my question, my quote or thoughts to you is: mindfulness is one of the important points in staying rooted. Being mindfulness, doing anything with the complete concentration, whatever we do at that point of time, doing with a complete concentration is also one important point to stay rooted. What is your thought about it?
Important. We actually can't touch you.
Sabita, can you hear us?
Okay, ma'am. Thanks for this important topic to me. Mindfulness is important in day-to-day our life, ma'am. To achieve our perfection or goals is important to without mindfulness we can't do anything, we can't do concentrate anything on particular things, ma'am. So that mindfulness even during these studies or any book about movies. This is my thank you for this talk, ma'am.
Okay, I think there is some technical glitch with Sabita's connection. Okay, not a problem. So we'll go on to the next topic. So how about our general evaluator, Toastmaster Anand? Would you like to take a new next?
Yes,
Question?
ma'am.
I
Yes.
here's the new vocabulary, I should say. Whenever Toastmaster Anand speaks, we will get to learn new words. Okay, Toastmaster Anand,
my question to you is, my thought to you is, making time for self-care is one important point to stay rooted. Taking time or making time for self-care is an important point for staying rooted. So what is your thoughts
Yes.
on it?
Yes. So one of the fantastic topic, 8 hours recreation, 8 hours work, 8 hours sleep. This is the way those days the people were practiced. In today's contest, we are different. 16 hours we are working. 4 hours we are spending time in recreation, watching TV. Minimum 4 hours, 3 to 4 hours we are sleeping. This causes a lot of disasters to our health. And moreover, those days, if you see that they have practiced the healthy food habit, right? They have taken a lot of fiber foods, right? Not taken any junk food. In today's context, completely a paradigm shift has happened, taking junk foods completely. On those days, if you see on Saturday, they go for fasting. On Saturdays, they clear the intestine. On today's contest, if you see on Saturday evening, I can see a lot of people, they are sitting in the junk food. Is it like intelligence? Those days, people are mostly an ignorant. They are not studied. They went for the college. But now we are studying in higher education. Whether we are using our intellect to take care of ourselves. That was questionable. It is an amazing because we are the slave to our senses. That is the ultimate truth. Is it the intelligence that will remove the senses? No. As a human, we have to control our senses. Otherwise, we become the slave to our senses. So if the senses start dominating across the country, we need to spend a lot of money in the hospitals. We have to give the money to the doctors. Why? Let us self-care ourselves by practicing the healthy lifestyle. Right, in today's contest, if you see that 80% of the disease in this world are psychosomatic, the serenity is lost. We have to come to the at least for 10 to 15 minutes meditation. That is a mindfulness that will take care of us. Right? Over to you, table topic master.
Thank you, Toastmaster Anand. And saying 8 hours of recreation, 8 hours of work, and 8 hours of sleep. Some leader is quoting to work 90 hours a week. I don't know what is going to happen for us. But wonderful thoughts. Thank you for that. And so, can I ask a timer to take the next topic? And anyone can time for him?
I can
Toastmaster
type
Sai.
for him. I
Sure,
can
madam.
type for him.
Okay, Sai Kumar. So my quote for you is, sometime you have to get lost to find your way back. I loved this quote when I was reading about staying rooted. Sometimes you have to get lost to find your way back. What is your thoughts on it?
Yeah, I thank you. Thank you, madam, for giving this topic. So I can relate to one of my personal example. So that Manjugu ma'am spoke about as serenity. So I was just thinking when I achieved that serenity. I have planned yearly once. We generally go for vacation with family. So I thought. So I normally go to the places where we can easily get serenity. So last time we planned for Komarkam. So it was a beautiful vacation place actually. The resort is full of backwaters, but unfortunately I didn't get serenity because I have to take my family. So each and every time morning I have to plan breakfast for them, lunch I have to plan, dinner I have to plan. So the places to visit I have to plan. So if you keep searching for serenity, you cannot get the serenity. So my thoughts are like if you go for local places without any plan. So actually, I went for Valparai 3 months back. Actually, it was not planned at all. We friends met suddenly. In the next 2 to 3 days, we planned and we went. Fortunately, the place was very superb. Actually, the good part is there is no network in Valparai, so we cannot use the phones at all. So the resort we took is full of is in the mid of the forest. So everywhere we can see the greenery. So we actually lost ourselves. So we found serenity in that. I actually cannot describe the word as serenity, because no one, I feel no one can explain meaning of serenity. But we lost ourselves and we enjoyed a lot. Thank you for giving this topic, ma'am. Over to you.
Thank you, Toastmasters. Yes, of course, getting detached from the world once or twice definitely will make us recharged. Like charging our mobile, keeping our mobile in airplane mode. We need also some airplane mode sometimes in our life. I should say that, yeah. So, timer, do we have time to go for one more topic, or can we close now?
We have time. I think you can.
We have time, okay. So I have one final topic. So we have 3 more people over here. So anyone wants to volunteer for this? We have 2 speakers and a Toastmaster of the day haven't attempted. So we have 3 people over here, but I have one topic left out. So anyone, Savita, Manjudam or Ruby, anyone wants to try?
Can we nominate Ruby? I'm actually nominating all my mentees, putting them in hotspot.
Okay. So Toastmaster Ruby, would you like to go for that final topic?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So my thing is investing in relationships that are nurturing and reciprocal is also important for staying rooted. Investing in relationships that are nurturing and reciprocal is important for staying rooted. What is your thoughts on it?
Thank you so much, Table Topics Master, for this topic. Investing in relationship. Relationship can be between a father and mother, between our friends, between maybe another partner. In all these things, if we are rooted or if we are nurtured, you can have peace. In what I meant was, if there are any problems, as a student, if you have any problem, we all run up to our friends, other than our parents. But after you're married, if you are rooted with your partner, we run up to them because we cannot go back to our parents because we are apart from them. In every way, relationships are must. Not only to our, it also not only for a consolation, but also they shape us. They give ideas. They make us grow in each and every daily of our lives. So according to me, this is the definition. Thank you, and over to you, Toastmaster. Table Topics Master.
Thank you, Toastmaster Ruby. Wonderful thoughts. Thank you for that. So with that, let me close our table topic session and thank you for each and every different perception. Of course, I learned a lot from every one of you based on your thoughts. With that, let me close the table topic session and hand it over to our Toastmaster of the day, Toastmaster Savita.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Uma. You covered my topic. That's okay. That was one of the topic I would like to, I wanted to ask people, but you took it over. That's wonderful. So you heard Toastmaster Uma talking about what are the few, how we can attain the serenity. But now let me ask you, how can you gain it? What are the tips that you can think after listening to all these things by Toastmaster Uma? What are the tips that you can give? How can you stay rooted? Everything is covered by Toastmaster Uma. I don't have anything much to say, but still, what are the things that you can do after this table topic session?
Mindfulness.
Exactly. So you have to be little mindfulness, think about the present and be focused. Okay. What are the other things? Anyone?
Don't forget your roots. How high you go, how high you grow depends on how deep your roots are.
Yes. So,
Like
yes.
a tree which roots are not very deep, no, will get blown away in a cyclone and all. It'll be like shallow and it'll be on the surface level. But if you have your roots really, really deep, so that means even if you migrate to another country, don't forget your mother tongue. Don't forget your culture. You can also embrace new culture, learn new languages, but doesn't mean you have to forget your own mother tongue or your culture. Stay
Yeah, you
rooted.
can change your slang, but don't forget from where you're born. Because of that only you have reached the heights, right? So that is important. Being humble from where you have gone to where. Okay, anything else apart from that?
Staying rooted mostly it comes from parenting.
True. True, very true. So values and principles what our parents gave. So you should do like this, you should do like that, etc., etc., etc. And once we move on, these things will mold us in a better way. And we have a choice to take which is good and which is bad. At that point of time, these values and principles will come in handy. Even if you go wrong little bit here and there, which is okay, but uh, don't move away so much that nobody will be able to recognize you. That is the thing. So apart from that, anything else you'd like to add?
Self-care.
Exactly. Take care of yourself. Only if you are there, everything can be resolved. Everything will be taken care of. So if you are not there, if you are ill, for example, I had an experience in US where I literally fainted, I guess, because I was sick and nobody was there with me. At that point of time, I realized how important when a mom comes and gives, or when a mom comes and gives medicine or water, how important that is when you are staying alone. So, I mean, I took care of myself very well. I should say that, but still, when you are alone, that matters. So take care of yourself. Only if you are good, everything will come into place. So anything else? Surround yourself with positive influence. So always look up to people who influence you positively. See, if you go wrong in something, have few people who say it happens. It will just it will you will be fine. Instead of poking that how did it happen? How did the hell did you go wrong? Go wrong. Didn't you think before doing it? I mean, instead of giving that kind of a negative thing, let your friends be in a positive way where you can cherish, and they should build your confidence instead of making you feel sad about it, right? So few things happens in life, so just let it go and move on. So that is what the tips to stay grounded. So always keep these things will always keep you rooted. Okay, so we spoke about a lot on how to stay grounded, tips to stay grounded. Now it comes for the evaluation section. So for the evaluation, I would like to call upon Toastmaster Anand, who is encyclopedia of health benefits. Whenever you speak to him, you can only talk about the health. So that's why that self-care thing came from him only. So over to you, General Evaluator Toastmaster Anand.
Thank you very much, Toastmaster of the Day, Toastmaster Savita, for your wonderful introduction. Now let us move on to the third item of the agenda, that is evaluation session. If you take the evaluators will give the constructive feedback about the preferred speakers. If you take in the organization, whenever there is a performance interview, they give the feedback. When right, most of the time, your amygdala get activated at that moment. They give a critical feedback. But in Toastmasters, it is a completely a constructive feedback. Your intellectual brain get activated. Right? So first, let me invite a Toastmaster Ranga to evaluate our DTM Manjuke Manohar ma'am. So Toastmaster Ranga is a successful career. He had a successful career in banking, finance, and IT, and he is now working as a head of donor relationship for an NGO in Chennai that take care of 125 intellectually challenged children. So now I'm handing over the floor to our evaluator, first evaluator, Toastmaster Ranga.
Thank you very much, General Evaluator T.M. Amir. Let's put our hands together to look at Toastmaster Manjuke Manohar. for delivering this wonderful speech. Where do I begin? She wanted peace, but what did she do? She just played with our minds. And the way she found peace in different aspects, from her mother, from herself, and from nature. So this is what she wanted. She asked us a question first. Where did you find peace? In nature or everywhere? And then she suddenly broke it down. She said, oh, there'll be a vendor. The calling bell will sound the horn, sound the bell. You know? And then we were brought back. We came back to reality. Clarity of speech. What can I say? It just flowed. I mean, it was like a gentle river flowing down the stream. And wherever there were banks, she gently made a turn and she brought us back to the topic of serenity. She stood and gave a speech, and there was the eye contact at every section. She was able to see all of us at the same time. And her gestures were just fabulous. She literally played, whether it was the mridangam or tabla, her hands were playing, and she was telling us in such easy fashion what serenity actually means, the way in which we actually felt it. And in the comfort level, of course, she's a past master. She was very comfortable delivering the speech. It was as though, as I had mentioned earlier, it was like a river flowing down. They kept the audience interested in each one of the tidbits of information. They kept us engaged, and we were wondering what is going to come next. Audience, as part of the audience awareness, perfect. There was no place where we could say that she was playing or she was trying to catch her breath. However, as part of constructive criticism, there are a couple of things that I would like to mention. The delivery of the speech was a tad too fast, I felt. It was a river at times, and at other times it was like the Rajdhani Express, just swishing by. If it was a little bit slower, maybe they could have understood a lot more. The second point that I could think about was the vocal variety. When we're talking about your mom, maybe you could have just given us an idea, going over from one side to the other and having a conversation with your mom instead of a monologue. And the last thing I felt was the background. Because of the background, they were sort of they were timid by not being able to see you in fully. Okay, so it sort of blurred the way we could have employed your speech. So in short, she ticked all the boxes: the clarity, eye contact, gestures, comfort level, interest, and audience. If only she could take care of these few things by speaking a little softly, I think this will be a great speech. Thank you for this opportunity. Back to you, General Evaluator TMR.
Thank you very much, Toastmaster Ranga, for your wonderful feedback. Now, let us move on to the second evaluator. The second evaluator is Toastmaster Uma Maheshwari. Toastmaster Uma Maheshwari, she is an international bilingual novelist, handwriting trainer, communication trainer, and a business coach. And Toastmaster Uma Maheshwari, she is going to evaluate the second speaker, Toastmaster Ruby's speech. Now I am handing over the floor to Toastmaster Uma Maheshwari.
Thank you, Toastmaster Anand. Once again, good evening, fellow Toastmasters and guests. A leader is neither a teacher, nor a coach, nor a mentor, or someone who inspires. But a leader is everything that is combined. And congratulations, Toastmaster Ruby, for completing this project, understanding that completely and giving a speech in line with it. You started the speech with a question, beautiful question, that is a beautiful strategy to capture the attention of audience. You banged on at the start. Well, good start. And I love the way you quoted your leadership mentor. It is not only in our introduction to Toastmasters mentoring speech we need to talk about our mentors. We can talk everywhere to show our gratitude, and I love the way you quoted your mentor in your speech. You were so confident when you were talking. The ease of flow words, the flow of words was so confident, and I'm so sure your leadership mentor and your communication mentor will be so proud of you at your speech today. And it was a clear idea on leadership styles. I love the way you phrased your speech, not talking about the leadership styles in general. Of course, we will be getting it when we undergo this project, but no need to talk about this is the leadership style, that is the leadership style. Yeah, that is one kind of speech. Not necessarily we have to talk about it, but you phrased the entire speech in a different way. That was a good way to talk, and I loved it actually. That was beautiful, and I loved your speech throughout. But as an evaluator, definitely I have to look for all those in and out to find some area of improvement. So I found a couple of area of improvements for you to make your speech go places. Number one, this is not an improvement, but a just general suggestion. Whenever you join a meeting, just check on your audio and video prior the meeting start, because there was a slight technical glitch in between when you are talking. We were not able to hear certain words. The audio was going down and up and down and up in certain places that might hinder the audience when they were hearing, because your speech was so beautiful, so interesting. We were getting involved in the speech, and suddenly the audio dips. We might get distracted. So, and doing an audio video check before the speech always helps. So that is one suggestion. So now on to the area of improvements. Two general things you need to check on is your pauses and your emphasizing of words. Pauses, I kind of felt there was a constant pace of pause in your speech. There was a constant gap between words, constant gap between sentences, constant gap between the sections. So we are not able to identify whether this is the first section, the second section, the third section. So the gap of passes you can check. A change in passes definitely will work. And sometimes when you emphasize the words, so even though he had no money, when you finish, even though he had no money, that emphasizing will make the point important. So we will even open our eyes wide even a bit more to listen what is that point you're trying to talk. So emphasizing will always help to make audience listen to you even more keenly. And next, when there is no need for you to explain, you're going for the next section. So let me talk about the next point. Let me share this experience. No need to say that and talk about it. This introduction is not needed. So when you talk, people will automatically understand this is the next point you're talking about. Or you can say like, the next important point is that you repeated the word let me throughout your speech a lot of times. I think you can avoid that. And I kind of felt you were a bit nervous when you're giving speech, so that you need to complete your speech, because we missed your beautiful smile in your today's speech. So having that beautiful smile while giving the speech will always make us get connected to you. So try to smile when you give your speech. So overall, it was a great speech, a beautiful start, putting your mentor with an ease and everything. But concentrate on your passes, emphasize, audio video check, and a smile will make your speech even more beautiful. My best wishes to you. Over to the general evaluator.
Thank you very much, Toastmaster Uma Maheshwari ma'am, for giving a constructive feedback. Now let us move on to the tag team report. Now I am requesting our timer, Sai Kumar. Could you please update your timer report?
Hello everyone. Thank you, GE. So the time taken by the speakers is as follows. For prepared speeches, DTM Manju K. Manohar ma'am took 9 minutes and 9 seconds. Toastmaster Ruby took 5 minutes and 30 seconds. For table topics, Undi Krishnan took 1 minute and 15 seconds. Toastmaster Ranga took 1 minute and 55 seconds. Guest Vignesh took 57 seconds. Guest Sabita madam took one minute exactly. Toastmaster Anand sir took 2 minutes and 10 seconds. Myself, I took 2 minutes. Toastmaster Ruby took 1 minute and 10 seconds. For evaluation, the time allowed is 3 minutes. Toastmaster Ranga sir took 3 minutes and 45 seconds. Toastmaster Uma ma'am took 4 minutes. Thank you, sir. Over to you.
Thank you very much, timer Sai Kumar, for your prompt response. Yeah, now let me give my counter report. So during the prepared speech, Toastmaster Manju K. Manohar, there is no fillers and crunchers. Toastmaster Ruby, only one long pauses. And during the TT session, Toastmaster Unni, he used R twice and so once. And Toastmaster Ranga, R once. Toastmaster Vignesh, R 4 times, so two times. And Toastmaster Sabita, 2 long pauses, R twice. And there was a technical challenge during the speech. And Toastmaster Anand, myself, I was delivering, so I have not noticed. Toastmaster Sai Kumar, 5 plus R, so twice. Toastmaster Ruby, R once. During the evaluation session, Toastmaster Ranga and Toastmaster Uma Maheshwari, there is no fillers and trenches. Thank you very much. Now let me call upon our grammarian and idiom master, Toastmaster Unnikrishnan, to share your grammarian and idiom report.
Thank you, General Evaluator. So today, as I'm the grammarian and the idiom master, I would like to say that a lot of good usages have been recorded during this meeting. For example, Toastmaster of the day, Savita ma'am, used words like ridiculous, gist, versatile. Also, evaluator Toastmaster Ranga sir used the word diligently. Along with that, the speaker one, DTM Manju K. Manohar ma'am, she used the words stints, serenity, elusive, solitude. Also, our general evaluator Anand sir used rapport, authentic, authenticity, paradigm shift, psychosomatic, and table topics master, Toastmaster Uma Maheshwari ma'am. She used words like empathy and nurturing, along with the idiom go places. And I would like to point upon the areas of improvement. When we are using the determiners for countable and uncountable nouns, we need to be careful while using the determiners. For example, determiners like many cannot be used for uncountable nouns. So we need to be careful about that. As well as we need to be careful about the articles a, an, and the. Some of these articles cannot be used in some places. So we should not be intermixing these articles. Along with that, we need to be careful about the form of the word we are using. For example, we cannot use the noun form of a word in the place where its adjective form should be used. So these are the areas of improvement that I think we need to put our attention into. The word of the day, it was used by Toastmaster Ranga sir once while speaking and once in the chat window and once by me. And the idiom of the day was used by DTM Manju K. Manohar ma'am once. So this is my grammarian and idiom master report. Thank you, and over to you, General Evaluator.
Thank you very much, grammarian and idiom master, for your wonderful report. Now let me give my general evaluation report. So before the meeting, all the role players were joined before the meeting on time. It was fantastic. And second thing is that we have started the meeting on time. That was a fabulous thing. And Surgeon at Arms, Toastmaster Savita, she has set a context for this today's meeting. As a presiding officer, as a Toastmaster Anand, I've started how to build a rapport. That was one of the skill session I've taken during. Then it was amazing. Toastmaster of the day, yes, used the theme, and there was two amazing speeches all about the serenity and innovation. That was right. And table topics, that was completely aligned with the theme of the day. All the speakers during the table topics, they were enjoyed while they were delivering the table topics. And the evaluation session, that was amazing. They have given the constructive feedback to the speech evaluators. However, there are certain things need to be rectified. So only one guest were attending today's meeting. If you see the last meeting, it was almost 5 guests. In today's meeting, it was little bit less attendance, the guest attendance. I know that members, so today the meeting is going on in this Coimbatore evaluation as well as OTP is going on. So few of the members are unable to attend. I can agree upon it. but I think the ExCom team need to work upon to attract more guests that need to be worked upon. And second, as Toastmaster Uma has suggested that need to check the audio and visuals during the before the meeting starts. So already today, if you see that the meeting room has opened at 2 p.m. Right. So I request whoever going to give the speech. So I request you please do the audio visual check before the session start, so that we can run the show very smoothly. And yes, let us use the expansions. See, instead of telling that GE, TMOD, let us use the Toastmaster of the day. Let us use the general evaluators. Let us use the expansion in future. So these are all the three things that need to be changed. And one of the best thing is that if you see that 90% of them are turned on the video while during the meeting, it shows that the meeting is completely lively. So overall, the meeting was fantastic. Thanks for everyone for attending the meeting, and special thanks to all the ExCom team who has made the meeting a grand success. Thank you very much. Now I'm handing over the floor to the Toastmaster of the day, Toastmaster Savita.
Thank you so much, General Evaluator Toastmaster Anand, for the effective evaluation of our meeting today. So let's pitch into our theme, stay rooted. So let me wind up with again a small story. So once upon a time, there were two neighbors who were living next to each other. One person was a retired teacher, and the other person was an insurance agent who was very much fascinated with the technology. So both of them planted different kind of trees in front of their house. So the retired teacher was giving a small amount of water to his plants and didn't always give a full attention to them. While the other neighbor, who is an insurance agent and interested in technology, he started giving a lot of water and plant looked very beautiful. Okay, so the retired teacher plants were simple but looked decent enough. So one day what happened, there was a heavy rain and there was a very heavy wind, rain, storm. So what happened? The insurance agent who planted water with lot of water accidentally, everything got washed away. But the retired teacher who planted all the plants, everything was intact. Why do you think everything was intact for the retired teacher, but not for the insurance agent? In my session, I cannot do a monologue. It will be a dialogue. So please pitch in.
The retired teacher's plant, it was in search of water, it rooted itself very firmly. But the technician's plants, it was pampered, doesn't need to work hard, so it doesn't rooted much, and so got washed.
You always take away my points, yeah.
Actually, you are inviting Toastmaster Uma. Then what do you expect? Author
yeah.
of 11 books. 11 book.
No, I'm glad. Actually, it just came out of one of you, and especially Uma. She was bang on. So basically, what happens is, the retired teacher was training the plant. When he was pouring little bit of water, the roots were searching for water. So it was so deeply rooted that it didn't. Even though storms and winds comes up, it didn't shake. But whereas the insurance agent who was pouring water so much and it was looking very beautiful, it was not very strong from inside. So that's how our values and principles are also. That's how we have to bring up our children as well. So we should not give everything what they ask for. We should give whatever is sufficient. So when you give whatever is sufficient, they come up with their own strategy to deal with when they don't have so much of things. But when you give everything to them, they get habituated, and a small string of wind or storm might shake them up. So that is also kind of a stay rooted. It's not about only us, it's about our future generation also. So we should be little mindful enough. We should ensure they talk to the nature, they appreciate about each other. They should do their own household chores so that they appreciate others who are doing it for them, so they don't take everything for granted. So that is what the stay rooted topic is all about. I hope you enjoyed the session. uh, if you want to add anything else apart from whatever I have added, please feel free. Anything, any thoughts on stay rooted, any examples which you think it impacted you and helped you to change your mindset because of someone?
I think
Anyone would
what,
like to add?
yeah. So the way you narrated about this Arjuna and Krishna story, about that threat and that was highly touched my heart. It is highly inspiring story.
Thank you. Thank you.
Yeah.
I'm glad you liked it, Toastmaster Anand.
Yeah.
So, okay. So, all set. So, we have come to the end of this session. It was a wonderful session. I thoroughly enjoyed being the Toastmaster of the day. I hope you also enjoyed. So, I would now give the handover to our presiding officer, Toastmaster Anand, for the next steps. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Toastmaster of the day, Toastmaster Savita. You have taken the session very well. It was highly informative and fantastic. So nothing to tell about that. Fabulous. Lot of takeaway messages from your team. So now let us move on to that important announcement. ISC contest and table topic contest is around the corner. So Toastmaster Lata ma'am, she has taken as a contest chair for this international speech contest and TT contest. So if anyone is ready to take up this contest master, you are welcome. Kindly approach Toastmaster Lata ma'am. Anybody, would you like to take that contest master role? So I request you, please, yes, our Toastmaster Savita has posted the poll. I request you, please vote. I submitted.
When is the contest planned, Toastmaster Anand?
1st of March, ma'am. 1st of March, we have planned.
Okay.
So those who want to give speech or who is going to write contest for this table topic, you please get ready for that. Please get ready for your script and all. So the first week of this March is our contest. Or if anyone ready to take up the leadership role, so a sergeant at arms, then timer, whatever the role. So then contest master, 2 contest masters. So get ready for that. You can discuss with your contest Lata ma'am, and you can enroll yourself. So Toastmaster Savita, results are ready.
Yes, Toastmaster Anand, results are ready, but I'll share the certificate later. I can just announce
No
the
problem.
result.
You can announce. Please
Yeah,
announce.
best speaker is distinguished Toastmaster Manju K. Manohar. Best evaluator is Toastmaster Uma Maheshwari. Best role player is Toastmaster Savita, TMOD role.
Congratulations.
Thank you. Best auxiliary role player is Toastmaster Uni Krishnan for grammarian and idiom master role.
Congratulations.
Best TT speaker is Toastmaster Ranga for table topic session. Thank you so much. I'll share the certificate once the meeting gets over. Thank you. Over to you, Anand.
Thank you very much, Toastmaster Savita, for announcing the winners. It was a prompt response. Thank you very much. So I request you, please get ready for the contest. Either you can take the leadership role or you can give the speech. So anyone. Right? Thank you for joining the meeting. So I request you all the members and guests in the upcoming meeting also, please join. So I'm adjourning the 251st meeting of this Dynamic Leaders Forum Toastmasters Club. Now you can join for the socialization. I request you, Toastmaster Savita, please stop the recordings.